Yo guys, what up? Nick Broughton here. Today I'm giving you a reaction to Rwby, the Volume 6 trailer. A couple months ago, or about a month ago, we got the Adam Volume 6 character shorts. Now we got the actual trailer for Volume 6. I saw a GIF that Rooster Teeth uploaded to Twitter last night with like Team Rwby and Crow on a train, and I remember seeing it specifically because I remember thinking that there was smoke coming from the train, but it was really just the trees that the train was going past, and I was just a fucking idiot. So yeah, I knew this was coming today. I didn't know if it was going to be on YouTube. It is. The actual show, like they keep saying, is probably going to be on Rooster Teeth's site. I'll still react to it then, but you know, whatever. Just a different site, and I think it could be a better thing for that. So with Volume 6, I want to make some things clear. I don't think Volume 5 was as shitty as people say. By no means do I think it's the best volume. I still think Volume 2 is worse, but you know, yeah. I'm just not one of those people that blame Rooster Teeth for carrying on without Monty in the best way they think they can. I do my damnedest to support them and all that they do. No matter how much I may be pissed at Yang's character, no matter how much I think Hazel's backstory was half-assed, they didn't put the time into it. No matter how much I think that Haven was the lowest stakes battle we had, I still support them in this show because I love it. And I want to continue the story of Team Rwby. So, with that being said, I'm going to have a couple videos coming out about Rwby very soon about Volume 6. Some predictions and some topic videos. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. With that being said, I'm going to stop rambling. Let's get into this. Rwby Volume 6 trailer. I'm so excited. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I know we're going to Haven.
It's important not to lose sight of what drives us.
Who's that?
Love. Justice. Reverence.
Whoa, what?
But the moment you put your desires before my own, they will be lost to you.
Are we finally gonna get a reason to fear you? Tyrion! My boy's back!
This is simply the truth.
What's the plan, Rwby? Don't let anyone else die!
Fuck. That's it? That's all we get? God damn it, I think that was shorter than the Volume 5 trailer. So, that was my reaction to the Volume 6 trailer. Hopefully we finally get a reason to fear Salem in this volume. God knows Volume 5 didn't give us one. God knows Volume 3 and 4 didn't give us one, so hopefully we get one this season, or volume, whatever you want to call it. Adam still has his mask. Huh. Unless that was supposed to be his... No, because when he took off his mask at the end of the character short, that was after the Battle of Haven, and then he went back to the White Fang, was screaming about some shit. So why do you have his mask on? Huh. That was clearly after the battle. Huh. Okay. Well, there was that. My boy Tyrion's back. Out of all the villains, I think the one that I find the most enjoyable has been Tyrion. He's just batshit crazy. And I think that's all his character is meant to be. And, you know, that's why I like him. There's not really much to him other than he's batshit crazy. There's nothing wrong with that. It can make for a very entertaining villain. Not a compelling one, but at least he's entertaining. In the beginning of the trailer, we saw Team Rwby with this guy. It was a woman, you saw it later in the trailer, but an older woman with white hair. Want to know who she was? I want to know who the fuck was levitating. Because somebody was levitating. Either somebody has some tech that made them float, or somebody has like a semblance that can make them levitate. So, There was lots of Salem in this trailer, which is good because Volume 5 had dick to do with Salem, man. Like, they fucking fucked her character in the ass, man. They didn't show it anything of her. You saw her for like 3 or 4 minutes in, what was it, chapter 2, I want to say, in Volume 5. And that was the Cinder, when she was having a chat with Cinder. Then you saw her, like, briefly when she confronted Lionheart in the finale, I think. Right? Wasn't it the finale? I think it was. And you just didn't get to see much of her. And I'm hopeful that you get to see more. And assuming, because we saw Tyrion and we saw Emerald. And we saw them at that weird place that, for some reason, Calvin thinks is the moon. Calvin from Blind Wave thinks they're on the opposite moon. He believes there are 2 moons. So Tyrion and Emerald are at that weird place where they were in Volume 5 and in Volume 4. Now, that being said, if we get to see Tyrion and Emerald at that place, it's reasonable to assume we'll see more of Salem, because that's like her plane where she, you know, rules over all. So yeah, it's very interesting. There was, where's my, here it is. There's one shot in particular. I want to see if I can find it real quick. Okay, never mind, maybe... Fuck it, I'll look for it later. So yeah. There was... Went over the Atom, Salem, Tyrion. There's nothing really else to say, other than I want to know... Okay, here's the thing, actually, I do want to say this. There was a video I watched like a couple months ago by a dude named Vexed, I think is his channel name. He was talking about the overabundance of side plots and side characters. Now, it needs to focus on Team Rwby and Oscar and Osmond. It needs to focus on them. Crow needs to be a side character. Then it needs to also focus on the villains. So it needs to focus on the villains, Crow needs to be a side character, and the show itself needs to focus on Team Rwby. That being said, hopefully we get a good volume, because, you know, there was so much bullshit in Volume 5. Like, again, I don't think it was a terrible, I mean, it was a terrible volume, but I don't think it was as bad as people made it out to be. That being said, I'm very intrigued. We've never been to like a snowy plane. Yeah, cause like, isn't Atlas supposed to be like the north? Yeah, so we never been like northbound. Hold on, let me.
It's the plan, Rwby.
Okay, that actually kind of bothers me. fucking Blake still has her midriff showing. In the fucking north where it's snowing like fucking crazy. So does Yang technically, that little slab of meat right across here. Like right around her waist. Rwby doesn't have any, like nobody has anything on. That kind of bothers me actually. Like that's like such a pet peeve of mine. Like, you're gonna get a cold. You're gonna get a cold, you're gonna get a flu, you're gonna get something, okay? You don't got proper, like, cold, attire. Like, what the fuck? The only one that potentially has anything is Weiss and Crow. And technically, Weiss is, like, chest area. Like, right around here. Like, that area. That area is gonna be cold as fuck around her chest. Crow's open, like, right here. That's gonna be cold as fuck. Like, come on. It's just a pet peeve, but it kind of bothers me in a bit. I don't think there's really much else to talk about. Other than... Wait. Shit. Who the fuck is this lady? Who the fuck is she? We have not seen her. She was like she looks like that I guess I can't think of any off the top of my head, but do you know like all those gangster women like with the big like the kind of BBW kind of women like in like that's like hardcore and shit. She reminds me of one of them. I don't know why. Maybe it's that big bust size across her chest. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking shit. So let's go back a couple more paces. I want to take another look at that shot with the levitating guy.
Justice.
It was reverence, I think.
Reverence.
Yeah. Okay. Could that be Watts? Because didn't Watts have... Yeah, but he never had like a fucking coat. That's like a long coat or whatever. It's like going down to his ankles. Huh. So who could that be? There has to be someone... Judging by the outfit, it has to be somebody different. The colors, though, the colors are the same for, Watts. So... could it be Watts? Where's Watts from? Watts is from... He was from either Mistral, I think it was Mistral or Atlas, right? I'm not sure. So there's that. Is there anything else I need to talk about? There were some action shots, which is typical for an action-y kind of show trailer, so not really going to talk about any of that. Animation-wise, it's still the same-ish from Volume 5. Nothing, no problem here. You know, that's actually something that bothers me. People saying the animation sucks now. Piss off. By comparison, it's better. Here's the thing. In Volume 5, yes, Rooster Teeth, not the animation itself. Rooster Teeth put the animation to poor work. It wasn't the animation's fault, okay? It just fucking wasn't. We had some magnificent fights. We had the Raven versus Cinder fight. We had the Blake versus Ilya fight. I mean, they're not as well choreographed as things in the past, but still decently good fights. You had the Blake... You had the, not the Blake, the Yang versus the Bandits, which had no real purpose or meaning, but, you know, it was decent. And then before that, in Volume fucking 4, which is the same engine, it's just now more refined. You had the what was it? The Crow versus Tyrion fight, which was brilliantly choreographed, in my opinion. So what the fuck are you going on about? It's up to Rooster Teeth to decide how good the animation can be. So yeah. I think it still has all of its charm. It's just in a different engine. That's all. And then there's actually one more shot I want to take a look at. Right here. The fuck's going on with Salem and Emerald? Like, Emerald looks terrified. The fuck's going on there, man? Maybe she's having second thoughts and Salem's pushing that shit out of her head. Now, in the very first shot, it looks like... Let me just be sure. Okay.
It's important not to lose sight of what
Okay, yeah, so they're definitely traveling to Atlas. And I think this could be good for the show. Here's the thing with Volume 5. Here's the thing what I liked about Volume 4, actually. Let's get into Volume 4 real quick. Volume 4, we traveled around the world. And we saw Kuroyuri, Ren's home village. We saw, like, mountain plains and different shit. Like, we've been to different places, is the point. Like, we got to see more of the kind of open world. Not much of it, but we saw some of it, which is something. Now we're going to be going... We're going, like, to the northbound. Now we're going to, like, snowy plains and shit. If this volume is all fucking traveling, I'm all for it. I really am. I don't care if they don't make it to Atlas this volume. If it's all traveling, I think that could be good. I think it could be Volume 4. Because Volume 4 was better than Volume 5. Just admit it. It was. So yeah. I think this could be good. Huh. I hope it's another traveling season. Holy fuck, Weiss has Ruby's scarf. I'm just not realizing that. Huh. I mean, Rooster Teeth wasn't... I guess Rooster Teeth isn't being so subtle about what ships they support. Oh my god, they fucking put in another Bumblebee moment. I'm gonna be pissed. I'll talk about that another time. So, those are my thoughts on the Volume 6 trailer. I'll probably do a whole video dedicated to it. But for now, those are my initial thoughts and impressions. And, yeah. I guess that's it. So guys, that was my reaction to the Volume 6 trailer. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, rate it 1 through 10. And with that being said, this has been your boy, Nick Browen, out with a yang.